And Jose, have you watched any movies recently?
No.
Yeah. Are there any movies that you want to see?
Uh, no, I spent a lot of time on learning English at night.
Mm. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, The Visit. I just watched Ex Machina and I really liked it. I thought that was a great movie. I haven't heard of The Visit though.
No, I
What's The
never
Visit
seen
about?
this movie.
The director is M. Night Shyamalan, something like that's the name.
Okay.
Uh,
And what was it about?
it's pretty cool because it's I like thrillers, and this is about two kids that have never met their grandparents because the mom had like a terrible fight with them many years ago. So for the first time, they go to visit their grandparents. But these people that seem to be very nice at first, when night falls, they just start behaving very strangely.
Huh.
So you don't know if they are like you would they would wake up in the middle of the night and they would hear strange noises and they would go and check the living room and they would see grandma naked, scratching the walls, and the thing goes on and on, so you don't know really what's going on, and the ending is pretty cool. So it keeps you how do you say, at the edge of your seat the whole time.
It keeps you
What
on the edge of your seat.
on the edge, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's called The Visit, Anna Carolina, apparently. Um, yeah. All right. Well, I think that's good. If it's just the four of us, let's get started with today's class. Talk about some politics. We're gonna be up here, and um, so I guess basic kind of stuff we do every time. So let's have Julio. Can you ask Ana Carolina the first question?
Sure. Sorry, also something just happened. I can't see the screen,
Ooh. Okay. Hold on one sec.
but it is no, it's my computer.
I,
I
I
have
can
like
see.
I have like a banner that just popped up. So please just
Ah.
keep me for this.
Okay. So Jose, can you ask Ana Carolina the first question?
Okay, Ana Carolina, should voting be compulsory? Why or why not?
Definitely not. To begin with, here in my country, it's mandatory, and people don't take it seriously. And the results have been awful. If it was optional, the people who would vote would be people who are really in, interested in politics, and maybe we would have a better government. To support what I've been saying so far, I'd like to bring up some curious things that happened in my country. For instance, a clown was elected once, and also a monkey from Azul called Tion.
Yeah.
And it would all of this without bringing up our current President Dilma, who is splurging on luxuries in the US while the dollar is going through the roof and we are going through a recession now.
Yeah. Okay. For sure. Nice. I think that's good. Maybe optional. Can you repeat optional?
Optional?
Hmm?
Optional? What did I say?
I'm not even really sure. I only got it was optional because of the context. It was the only thing that I had any trouble with, but I'm not sure what you said. You might have said a different word even, but um,
No, I said optional. optional.
Good. Um,
Sorry, Joshua, but I gotta ask, like, what's up with a clown that was elected and a monkey from the zoo?
yeah.
What's up with that?
It's true. It's true. I can share you the link. A clown called Tiririca.
Yeah, I forget how to spell his name.
Tiririca. My gosh, he's an idiot. He His speech was something like I don't know what a deputy does, but I'd like to discover. So please, could you vote for me? And also, I have some children in need to help my own children.
yeah.
They
Now,
wanna
so you
go
were
to
speaking
Disney and so forth. Sorry?
I mean, you were speaking figuratively. I really thought a clown, like a real clown,
A
was elected.
clown, yes, exactly. A clown. A real
Yeah,
clown.
It's a real
he
clown.
was
Believe
a
or not.
he was a real clown, yeah.
But
Um,
I typed his name on the search box. The first time I brought it up, Joshua didn't believe in me,
it's true.
and he googled to see.
Yeah, she's not lying. I did. Um, yeah, pretty funny. Really sad, but yeah. I don't really know. Um, and okay, so Ana Carolina, can you ask Jose the next question?
Jose, what are the main political parties in your country?
The main political parties in my country are PP and PSOE. The PP is a right-wing party, and PSOE is a left-wing party.
Okay, is a left wing party. So it's a two-party
P-
system too.
PP y PSOE.
Sorry, how do you spell it?
PP is one of them, and the another one is PSOE. Yes.
Okay. Interesting. And yeah, so two-wing party. Do you think a two-wing
Yes.
party or a two-party system works?
No.
Hey, why
No.
not?
No, doesn't work because because nowadays the people don't believe in politics because all the times in Spain we have had a high corruption at the society. They have stolen a lot of public money, and the people don't believe don't believe in any party.
Okay. Um, Instead of saying the people, probably just say people.
People people don't believe in any party.
Yeah. Okay. Really nice. Good answer. Jose, can you ask Julio the next question?
Julio, who is the most controversial politician in your country?
Well, right now, someone who's really, really popular, but is not Mexican, it's Donald Trump.
No.
And well, he is infamous. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Because of all that he has said about Mexicans in the United States and how he wants to build a huge wall and keep. Actually, he said that he wanted Mexican government to pay for it, and that he was going to make Mexican government to pay for it.
He did say that.
Yeah, and well, I think I mean, it just fired up people right here in Mexico, like hearing him giving those statements. But a reality here in Mexico, and something that really saddens me deeply, is that we Mexicans tend to be racist and not supportive with people that are coming from other countries of South America. So we have lots of people.
I lost you. I don't know if this is me or you. Um, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Julio is super interested in what you were saying, but I think I've lost you. And although my internet's kind of slow too right now. Um, I can't remember your name. Amas. Welcome back to Brit.
Great.
What?
Yeah.
Grit. Grit. Okay. Grit. How's it going?
I'm fine.
Nice. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
And yeah, welcome to class. So we're talking about politics right now. Um, yeah, I'm kind of lost Julio midway through. Julio, you haven't come back yet, have you? Okay. Let's go to the next page and let's have Grid. Actually, can you read through the words?
Monarchy, democracy, campaign, debate, spin, impeach, ideology, bipartisan, platform.
Okay, good. Let's look at the first one, monarchy.
Monarchy. Uh-huh.
Monarchy.
Pardon?
One more time, monarchy.
Monarchy,
Democracy.
democracy,
Debate.
debate,
Yeah.
debate, uh-huh.
Ideology.
Ideology.
Ideology. Good. Really well done. Does anybody have questions about any of these words? Any questions?
What is bipartisan?
Okay. Bipartisan. Ana Carolina, what do you think?
I. You explained it to me once. Teach.
No worries.
Bipartisan. My gosh.
Jose, what do you think?
Two different parties.
Um, it's a little bit more than that.
Oh, two big different parties.
I mean,
Okay, may I?
yeah.
It's when they they agreed in it's about two parts, two political parts that usually are in the opposite sides, I guess,
hmm
and they agree on a campaign or on a ideology. Something like that. I'm sorry, I cannot remember very well.
I think is the agreement or cooperation of two political parties that
Yeah.
usually oppose each to other. They have different policies.
Yeah, definitely. So it's when two parties who usually disagree or oppose one another agree or cooperate on something. So it could be a law or something along those lines. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. And any other questions here?
Uh-huh.
What about spin?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Do you know what it means, Grid?
No,
Yes.
I want to ask that.
Okay. And Jose, what's spin?
When you change the truth, you spin on something in your benefit.
Yeah. So it's just changing
Wow.
the truth to your benefit. So you're you're emphasizing certain facts. It's not necessarily lying. It's just making the truth helpful for you. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And okay. Any other questions here? Ana Carolina, what does impeach mean?
It's to force a president to resign.
Wow, good.
Really close. It's to attempt to force a president to resign.
Okay, we wanna do that with Tilma.
Eh,
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
With sorry, who?
Uh, you wanted to do that with your president, but I think we had grid. What was your question?
Impeach is to take off someone out of his position.
It's to try to take somebody out of the position.
Uh,
So it's just to bring them to court. I don't know if I can. Yeah, that probably won't work. But it's to take them to court for something they've done in order to see if they can be kicked out of office or not. Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Okay. That we could try this. And I think Jose, can you try the first one?
Okay. After the Revolutionary War, the United States will form.
Will form.
No,
The
no, will form.
Revolutionary
No,
War.
past.
Yeah.
Form a democracy.
Hmm. Yeah. Can you repeat the United States?
The United States.
Good.
United States.
Okay. Ana Carolina, what about the next one?
The campaign was a no. The debate was a disaster for the candidate. He was arguing with his opponent when he suddenly forgot what he wanted to say.
Wanted.
oh.
Can you repeat wanted?
Wanted.
Nice. Good job. And Grid, what about the next one?
Okay. The spin politicians can put on fact is incredible when they finish speaking the shang the truth so much you can recognize it.
Okay. So definitely the spin politicians put on facts is incredible. When they finish speaking, they I think the present perfect sounds good.
They have changed.
Yeah, they've changed the truth so much you can't recognize it. Can you read that whole thing one more time?
The spin politicians can put on facts is incredible. When they finish speaking, they have changed the truth so much you can recognize it.
Good. Okay. And Jose, what about the next one?
Okay. In the past, the candidate reached across party lines in order to make a bipartisan deal.
Good. Bipartisan. Can you repeat bipartisan?
Bipartisan. To make a bipartisan deal.
Nice.
Mm.
Good work. And Ana Carolina, what about the next one?
In the past, the candidate.
The next one?
No, sir.
He's
He's. Go ahead.
No, it's your turn. I think he was just trying to give you a hint on like where to start. It's your turn, Ana Carolina.
His ideology is old-fashioned. If we vote for him, the country, um, if we vote for him, the country will become a fascist state.
Yeah, will become. Okay, good. Nice, really well done. And Shirley, welcome to class. Shirley, how's it going?
Hi, hello. Thank you. It's my first time. Hi, guys.
Nice.
I don't want to interrupt. I just want to learn and actually, very, very first time here.
Okay. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. It's pretty straightforward, but welcome to class. It's good to have you. And let's skip that. Let's look at these. And let's have Amas. Can you read through these idioms?
idioms: breathing hard, pork barrel, right wing, left wing,
Okay, can you repeat right wing, left wing?
right wing, left wing,
Left.
left,
Good. Left wing.
left wing.
Okay. And do you know any of these idioms?
No.
No? Okay. All right. What about you, Shirley? Do you know any of these idioms?
Actually, not.
Okay. Not a problem. Jose, what about you?
Porque barrel, yes. Porque barrel is when some politic spend the public money or something like that.
Uh-huh. So when some politician spends public money on what?
Yes. On what? On an officially project that benefits them.
Okay, so yeah, it's on projects that benefit them or their voters
On
only.
their voters, yes.
Oh.
So yeah, pork barrel spending, it's like if we have a bill in the United States, so a bill that says, I don't know, we should fix our roads. So like a bill that's pretty reasonable. We can add what we'd call pork to that. And we can also say, and the people of New Hampshire will all get new car tires. Something silly like that. I mean, that's a little bit excessive. But if this bill passes, so if we decide that, yeah, we want to fix our roads, then this other thing passes as well. And if somebody says no to this, the whole thing dies. So you can't say no to one without saying no to the other. And so that would be pork barrel spending. So we've got this cartoon of a pork barrel destroying a budget because you end up spending a lot more than you need because of this pork barrel stuff. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Kudo, welcome back. That was a long little trip away.
Sorry, man, my electricity went out, so I'm
No
back.
worries. Okay, welcome back. Good to have you. Okay, and Ana Carolina, bleeding heart or right wing, left wing? Any ideas?
Right wing is are people or political parties that believe that we should live in a society with free movement between social classes, free movement between social classes. And left wing are those who believe that we should live in a equal society with a fair distribution of income and equal rights for everyone.
Okay. Um, yeah, I think that's good. Maybe a little bit much. I think generally we would say conservative
Liberal.
and liberal. Um, and so it depends. I mean, you have lots of different types of liberals and conservatives. But generally, people who are right wing are more conservative. They believe in kind of, laissez-faire in terms of like the economy, and that like deregulation is good. Left wing would be a little bit more liberal, like for sure with rights, equal rights, and a little bit more regulation in terms of big business. But yeah, so I think liberal and conservative are basically left wing, right wing. But they do have a lot of different definitions. That was good though, really good grammar. Bleeding heart. I think grid is gone. Julio, do you know what a bleeding heart would be?
Sure, a bleeding heart is someone who is considered to be a liberal
Mm-hmm.
that has a huge concern about sensitive issues like environment protection, gay marriage, and that's where the word or the idiom bleeding heart comes from having this
Yeah,
um, sense, how you call it,
sensitive
sensitiveness,
or sensitivity.
sensitivity. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's good. And so it's often used as like a derogatory mm, name for somebody who is liberal, and somebody who has a bleeding heart. Um, yeah, and some people take it as a good thing too. So it kind of can go both ways.
So
Really well done.
people would say like, "Come on, stop whining, quit being such a bleeding heart," and
Yeah, yeah. People be like, bleeding heart liberals. But people also take it like I'm a bleeding heart liberal for sure. That is, I think that yeah. So you can go both ways. It can be an insult and it can be kind of something you're proud of. More of an insult though, for sure. But
okay.
relatively common. Any other questions here? Okay. And I thought I could have sworn. I guess not. So we've got comics. Let's try this one. And let's have Grid. Can you read the role of Calvin? And Shirley, can you read the role of Hobbes, the tiger?
Yes.
Oh, is an outrage that 6 years old can vote. Here I am, a U.S. citizen with no voice in our representative government.
You're concerned about the direction the country's headed? No, I just want a bigger piece of the pie.
That was actually the other role. But good. Yeah. Let's have Grid. Can you repeat representative?
Rep- representative.
Yeah, representative.
Representative.
Okay. Good. And so, Julio, what's happening here?
Well, Hobbes is concerned about 6-year-old kids not voting, And the tiger? Calvin?
Hobbes is the tiger. Calvin's a little boy.
Ah, well, sorry.
No worries.
So, well, Hobbes telling him that he's concerned about the direction of the government, the country's heading, and he just says like, no, he just wants a bigger piece of the prize, which I think it's funny because we would think that people that are in power are actually concerned about what's going on with the country, when most of the time politicians just want more power.
Hmm.
And I guess it's a satire
Hmm.
of the political world.
Yeah, so most of the time they just want more power, even though they should be concerned about what's happening, what's going on. So that's perfect. Yeah. Hobbes tells him.
Hobbes tells him.
He doesn't tell him.
Hobbes,
It's an A. Ends with an S.
asks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Asks him if he is concerned for the direction that the country is heading, and he says he just wants a bigger piece of the pie. Okay, good. Jose, what's this idea of a bigger piece of the pie?
The bigger piece of the pie. Kelvin was to have more representation in the over the politicians, over the change the politicians, over the country is headed. Because he can vote, he doesn't do anything about how the country is headed. He would like to have more power to change it, to have a bigger piece of the cake.
Yeah. You're right, and you're a little bit off at the same time. So he does want more representation in the government. He can't vote. He doesn't. I mean, how does he want to change the government? How do he want to change the government, Anna Carolina?
Teacher, I wasn't expecting that you would call on me. Let me see.
Okay.
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah, so like, he wants a bigger piece of the pie. I still want to be clear for everybody what that means. What's it mean that he wants a bigger piece of the pie?
He wants money. Let me see. Yes, he wants money. He wants to be between the higher ups. He wants to vote, to be a citizen, and things like that. Not because he's concerned about the country.
Hmm. Yeah, so he wants to vote not because he's concerned for the country, but because he wants more
Money
privilege
and status.
and money and status and power. And exactly, so that's kind of what Julio was saying before, was that
Okay.
Politicians should be concerned about what's happening in the country when, generally, most of the time they want more power. They want their jobs secured. They want to be voted back into office. They want privilege and money and the ability to take bribes and things like that. So he wants a bigger piece of the pie. He wants more privilege for himself. That's the only reason that he wants to vote. Even if
I
we're
like
talking...
I
Go
like
ahead.
Calvin's face when he says that I just want a bigger piece of the pie, because he's like if he were just realizing in that moment that that's what he wants.
Yeah.
It's like if it was like inside of everybody, like that's what we really want, but we don't really kind of accept it. I don't know.
For sure. Yeah. That's why a lot of people do vote as well. Even if it's not a politician trying to get into office, it's somebody voting, especially if you've got a lot of money, you're voting so you can either keep your money or not pay as much in taxes or get more from
Yeah,
the
you're
taxes
you're
that you
you're
pay.
thinking about how is that gonna um, be beneficial to you,
Yeah, so
right?
it's like naked self-interest. Yeah, exactly. And so the idea that 6-year-olds can't vote, yeah, that's why he is mad about it, and I think that's a really good idea. Um, okay, and yeah, Shirley, it was really good to meet you, and have a really good day. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. No, it was kind of brief.
Thank you, guys. I have to go to work, but it was really nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye. See you later.
See you later. Bye bye.
Okay, and good. Does anybody have any questions on this comic? Okay, let's skip that. Let's look at this, and let's have Grid. Can you read the quotation here?
Quotation. Quotations. Politics is the art of looking for trouble. Fighting is everywhere. Diagnosing is incorrectly and applying the wrong remedies.
Okay, good. Let's look at diagnosing.
Di ex diagnosing.
Good. Diagnosing. Remedies.
Remedies.
Perfect. Well done. Okay. What's it mean? What's it mean, Grid?
What? What? Whole sentences? Whole sentence?
Yeah, what's the whole sentence mean?
I I don't know.
Okay, what's the first part mean?
uh, first pass. Politic is the art for looking trouble and solves problem.
Okay, so politics or politicians are supposed to look for trouble or problems, right? That's the
Yeah.
first part. And they often find it, right? So the first two parts, you find it everywhere. Definitely find it. There are a lot of problems. Julio, what's the rest of that quotation mean?
Um, that pretty much is stating that what politics should not be about, or what's wrong with politics nowadays. So it should be the other way around. Politics should look for, yeah, they should look for not trouble, but they should look for problems in society.
Hmm.
They should find the right way to fix them with the right measures. But that's exactly what it's not. What should not be, but what it is.
But okay. Okay, so yeah, the opposite is they should find the right ways to fix them with the right measures, but they don't. Yeah, so that's what he's saying. He's like, they diagnose it incorrectly. What's diagnosing it incorrectly mean?
Well, that they are not accurate when they look for the cause of the problem.
Yeah, when they think of where the problem comes from. So if you look at Donald Trump, he's like, some problems in the U.S. come from the fact that there's not a wall between the U.S. and Mexico. That's just like a really bad diagnosis um, of whatever problem he's trying to think of. But yeah, and so the wrong remedy would be, creating a wall. So for sure, and that's kind of the thought behind it. Um, what do you think, Anna Carolina? Do you agree with this statement or do you disagree with it? Do you think that's what politics is like?
1 second. Politicians are supposed to look for trouble, problems. They often find it. There are a lot of problems. They are not accurate when they think of where the problem comes from. I think it's accurate because um, they they look for trouble and they use the problems to as how can I say base of those campaigns. And
Pardon?
my gosh, my English is
You're doing fine. Don't worry. You're doing a really good job. I just didn't hear you well.
no. Uh, they use the problems as a base in their campaigns. They promise that they are going to fix the problems, but then they look. It's like a disease. The problems are like diseases, and then they see the symptoms, but they don't know the root of them, and because of that they um, prescribe the wrong medicine. They don't fix anything.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think that's good. That's really nice. And okay, does anybody have any questions here? Okay. Maybe another one. Grid, can you read this one? Grid, your microphone's muted. Sorry.
Sorry.
No worries.
Okay, quotations. Readers suppose you were an idiot and suppose you were a member of Congress, but I'll repeat myself.
Yeah, what's this mean?
Readers suppose you were an idiot and suppose you were a member of Congress. I have no idea. I don't know about politics.
Okay. Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress, but I repeat myself. So what does "but I repeat myself" mean?
I know myself.
I repeat? It's like I said the same thing twice. So, but I repeat myself? But I said the same thing twice. So, he's got two statements. You're an idiot, and you're a member of Congress. The fact that he says, but I repeat myself. Maybe Julio, do you think you could explain?
Sure. So it is just a straightforward insult to members of Congress. So he says you're an idiot and you're a member of Congress and you're repeating yourself. That means that being an idiot and being a member of Congress are the same thing.
Huh.
So I think for someone like Mark Twain, who's written many books, I was expecting a better kind of I don't know, a more sophisticated kind of humor.
Okay.
He's so
Um,
wonderful.
Needed humor. Yeah, sometimes Mark Twain goes down into the ditches of humor. Um, but yeah, sometimes he's a little bit more sophisticated too. Okay, yeah, so he's just insulting members of Congress. He was definitely not fond of politics or politicians for much of his life. Anyways, we are just about out of time. We've got another class right after this. We'll be talking kind of about the news and some current news stories. If you guys want to join, I'd love to have you. If not, good to see you guys again.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Joshua.
Yeah, thank you guys, and see you soon.